Welcome back, Latino Wealth Club, to another Latino Wealth Club podcast. We have a good one for you today. We're going to be talking about Latino Americans and how they're polling in the 2024 presidential election. But without further ado, make sure you're liking, sharing, and most importantly, subscribing, as we're trying to reach 2,000 subscribers. Help us by just giving us a simple subscribe. Also, I invite you all to check out our website, LatinoWealthClub.com, where we post articles on politics, finance, and things that we find interesting. You can sign up to our newsletter and receive our emails in your email today. What's up, AZ? How you been, man?
Good, man. How about you?
Good, man. I kind of messed up that intro, but hey, it is what it is. People got it. You know what I'm saying? And I pretty much repeated the same mistake. I just redid, man. It's crazy. But anyways, bro, as for Latino Americans, right? Latinos being born in the United States, how do you think we're polling when it comes to Kamala Harris versus Donald Trump, bro? Do you think we're understanding policy, or you think we're still leaning towards the Democratic Party as always?
Oh, man. I guess I would have to say, I'll be honest. I've seen a lot more, Trump posts being backed by Latinos.
Really?
Yeah.
Like from peers?
No, just on Instagram.
Okay, but not people you personally.
Not person that I've
So
seen.
personally, you haven't seen too many conversions, but on social media you have.
Yes, exactly. And I haven't seen anybody even post really. I mean, a couple of people here and there about Trump, right? But for the most part, with the people I follow are just friends that I've known. So it's kind of like,
From those friends,
they're not very
from those
political.
friends, are you seeing a lot more Kamala support, or
Not
or
political
none?
at all. Not political at all. So I have
Not
no
at,
clue.
were they political in 2020 though?
No.
Okay.
Yeah, exactly.
Because I was gonna say, some people, how some people were extreme in 2020.
Yeah.
I want to figure out if maybe those extreme people are not as extreme this year.
No, only a few people that I've seen, but it's been consistent with them at least that of course they're gonna stay
Democrat.
with Trump. No, they're gonna stay with Trump.
Oh,
yeah,
they were with Trump, and then they're gonna stay with Trump.
Last year when it was with Biden, they stayed with Trump, and then this year they stayed with
Last
with
election,
Trump as
you
well.
mean?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, last
Well,
election.
bro, people don't realize that we're the largest minority in the United States with over 32 million registered voters, bro. I mean, I think that's amazing, bro. I don't think we've ever realized that we have those type of numbers when it comes to even politics, bro. What do you think?
No, for sure. I mean, I believe it. We're the biggest new minority coming in, right? I mean, at this point,
Hopefully, we're not gonna be
at
soon.
this point in California, I don't think we are.
Yeah.
So I mean,
Well, I don't know about California, but I know in Texas we're definitely the majority.
the majority in Texas.
Yes.
Okay. And I think in California we're definitely getting
Up
very,
there.
very close. If not, we are. But it looks like we're kind of, taking over. So
Well, it's crazy because also, bro, back in 2020, we had a 60% voter turnout, which was literally been increasing year over year. So it looks like the more elections we have, the more and more Latinos are voting.
yeah, I feel like you can see it, especially with the candidates. I mean, they keep trying to kind of like, the way they're presenting themselves is like, oh, we're gonna be good for the Hispanic vote. We're gonna be good for the Hispanics in general. I don't know. I've seen a bunch of them leaning, and I guess of course it just depends on where they're campaigning, right? They're gonna tailor to where they are.
True. But it's funny, right? Because at least for Kamala Harris, she's targeting a lot of lower income Latinos, right? Which is 38% of our community. And she's pretty much promising a $15 federal minimum wage. In my opinion, is not good, but, could benefit people. She's also, talking about expanding healthcare, including Medicare for all. And, for a lot of Latinos, again, the 38% that are lower income, this is going to benefit them. You know what I'm saying? I mean, we had to stay with the facts, Now, when it comes to the $15 an hour, I don't know. That might cause some businesses to close down. That might cause you to potentially get laid off or lose your job. But Kamala Harris is also talking about affordable housing and education. Now, I did talk about last time how I didn't see too much about her policy. Kind of looked into it a little bit more. She's pretty much just saying she's advocating for affordable housing. Again, no real numbers, no real plan. But she's talking about free community college, which supposedly align with priorities of many Latino families. In reality, I feel like there's a lot entrepreneurial Latinos than there is like educated Latinos. What do you think, AZ?
Yeah, I mean, I would agree just
I feel like there's more
because
business owners than there is college graduates when it comes to Latinos.
for sure, and I think that's because it's more. I mean, not forced, but just because of their kind of the position where they are right now legally, that they're kind of more forced to kind of have more of a entrepreneur.
But I'm talking about more. I'm talking about Latino Americans.
That I can right. That
Yes.
can
So it's
Yeah.
you know, not talking about the immigration part of it. I'm talking about people that are born here. We're leaning towards more entrepreneurial stuff than we are leaning towards educational stuff.
Well, I mean, I can only say what I believe, right? So I mean,
taking with what you said, I think a lot of us are applying that to our lives as Americans and just learning based off of that from our parents' survival skills.
And that's what I was just gonna say was, I can only really speak on what I lived off of, and that's kind of what I've experienced, where my parents now are legal, thankfully.
Yeah.
But grew up
very
now
entrepreneurial.
Legal, and they were
well, dude. Even when my parents, like my dad was a green card holder. My mom at the time had a visa when I was younger.
Yeah.
We used to sell stuff at the swap meet, bro.
Really?
Yeah, we used to sell merchandise at Harbor College.
No way.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, I used to be a little kid right there running around with the little poppets, the ones that you throw on the ground and they pop.
Fucking badass little kid.
Yeah, dude. I mean, they were cool, But we're going to talk about Donald Trump now, bro. And when it comes to economical policy, it's number one. I mean, we're talking about deregulation, lower tax. It's going to benefit a lot of small business owners and working class Latinos, which make up the other percentage other than 38% of lower class. So what are we talking about, right? We're talking about 62% of Latinos are going to benefit from Trump, while only 38% of Latinos are going to benefit from Kamala Harris. Let me make that clear. 62% of Latinos are in middle class and up, right? The majority of Latinos would benefit from Trump. A lot of Latinos can't see it that way because they're still stuck in that minority mindset that, we're illegal, we're this and that. No, we're not. Most of us are American born. We just got to get out of that mindset, and we got to think about the future and really what's good for this country. But also conservative values, conservative social values, right? Trump has spoken about being anti-abortion. He's spoken about giving the rights back to the states. A lot of us Latinos are Christians, right? We're Catholic. Some of us are Protestant. And, we talk about having those values, having, those morals and values that we stand on, that we're taught by from our cultural standpoint of things, mostly coming from Latin America. So Trump is going to be more on our side when it comes to morals and values, and also Latino job growth. With Trump's policies, we're looking at more growth, more job opportunities, and more wage growth in our community. Now, I do want to make clear that 55 to 65% of Latinos are voting for Kamala Harris, and only 30 to 35% are voting for Donald J. Trump. I would like to invite you all to consider looking into their policies and maybe considering your vote to another candidate. If you're voting for Kamala, look into Trump's policies. If you're voting for Trump, look into Kamala's policies. Then make an educated decision. What will really benefit you? What will really benefit your wallet, your family, and how you put food on the table? But with that being said, I'd like to leave you guys with that. Just do your research and vote off policy, not based off emotion. But with that being said, all money in, no money out. Stay dedicated, stay motivated, and we'll see you on the next one on the Wealth Club. Don't be a little bitch.